Hey, this is Pamela Schneider. I'm the retail editor for Blue Book Services, and this is the Produce Reporter Week in Review. A little early, and we're getting ready for Turkey Day.
It's
Nice
got
sweater.
we've got to have the Thanksgiving edition. We got
Yeah.
our three giant sweaters on the casserole model.
I love green bean. These sweaters are gonna be it's gonna be a family heirloom. Yeah, but we're getting ready. I decided to come downstairs to my kitchen where I'm getting ready to go all out. I mean, I'm going to my in-laws' house this year, and they are potato flake people. So I got 20 pounds of potatoes ready to go because I don't play with that nonsense. And I just went to the store, and from a retail point of view, from a just like grocery insider point of view, this day, and we're filming this a day early, right? This day, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, just really feel like grocery Black Friday for me. And it is so fun to go in there and to see the displays just so full. Everything is like the people working there look tired, honestly, all the retailer folks, but the excitement is there, and the stores look amazing. And to see people out there, maybe a little bit frantic and frenzy and harried, but shopping for this holiday just gives me the warm fuzzies, because everything is so fresh and everyone is so excited to make food, except for the 60% of people on this survey we got this week that said they're going to get takeout. Are you kidding me?
It's not that high. It's not that high. It's like 42%.
42%.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
that's just under 35. It's 32% overall say that they are going to order takeout delivery for Thanksgiving, and 17% say they're going to dine in person at a restaurant. Those are just staggering numbers, aren't they?
They're monsters.
Who are these people?
Who does that? I mean, I just think about everyone who wants to be at home making their own food, and instead they got to go work at a restaurant and sling green bean casserole for someone else. That's rough.
Yes.
But
So the under 35 is 42%. But I suspect that includes people who swing by and pick up like one dish, like maybe some twice baked potatoes or picking up some pies who don't want to make it themselves and still going to a traditional, someone's got a turkey in the oven Thanksgiving. That's my
yeah,
guess.
well, and I just talked to a friend who, she's overseas and her daughters are doing their own Thanksgiving meal, and they're just skipping the turkey and doing only sides. I've heard of that quite a few times, where people maybe don't want to wrangle a turkey, and either they order it from a retailer, like Natural Grocers does great business on, individual turkeys. And I know that lots of other retailers do that as well. Sprouts, Whole Foods, all of these, I get tons of news releases about this. And then people handle making their own sides. So that number makes sense, but I just can't. Although I have noticed, I follow a lot of social media groups, especially here in my local area, and it's constantly the last couple of weeks, where can I get reservations for Thanksgiving? Um, and I've dined out plenty over the last couple of months, way more than I normally do, it seems like, and I just can't imagine doing it for Thanksgiving.
I
It's
don't know.
unimaginable for me.
They seem like lonely people.
They seem like, well, maybe they need to go to a Friendsgiving instead.
another one. We have a story on
Yes.
Friendsgiving. Yes, 60% of people in the survey say they think Friendsgiving is more fun than traditional Thanksgiving, presumably with family.
Hey, you know what? I am one of those people that over the last couple of years, I have done Friendsgiving. I go up to Missouri and visit a friend, and we hang out together and drink wine and eat pie, and it's great. I mean, it's better than hanging out with my grandparents sometimes. I don't know.
Well,
So
I think we need to define the definition of Friendsgiving because in my mind, it's like you're going with only your friends. So you're not taking your family to a friend's house who has their family. That doesn't seem like Friendsgiving. When I see Green Giant's picture of all the mascots, like those guys are all friends. And so I don't find myself in that group as much as easily because I'm an adult and I don't have any friends.
You and my husband, you should hang out.
An adult male, yes. We don't have friends.
But I feel like also, just the way people are so far spread out away from families, sometimes it's not feasible to make the trek. Like it's 12 hours for me to drive to go see my family, and I'm not up to that at the moment. So if I didn't have my husband's family 20 minutes from here, then we would be either celebrating by ourselves or, finding a friend in the neighborhood or something like that to hang out with. So I get it that because we're not all like, you didn't grow up we don't live in our hometowns anymore, right? So many of us don't. So
Right.
the Friendsgiving concept makes a lot of sense. And then also if you have to go to your in-laws house and they're monsters who do potato flakes, maybe you have a do-over Thanksgiving and make
Well,
your
you
own
could
food.
just bring your own potatoes.
Bring your own potatoes. Yeah, that's my solution.
I do
Um,
have kids that do a separate Friendsgiving, so I think maybe that also counts.
Also counts. I'm also like trying to puzzle how I'm going to do these potatoes because I've seen a whole lot of really cool recipes on TikTok, especially boiling potatoes in milk rather than water, doing this like peely thing that makes it post boil thing fall off. But then I remembered Thanksgiving is not a time to break out new material. It's really not. Let's go with the tried and true recipes that make you happy.
I
Um,
agree. We have to talk about one more survey because some of these numbers just don't make sense to me either. 91% of consumers plan to celebrate Thanksgiving. American consumers, this is a numerator survey. So that means 9% of American consumers are not going to celebrate it at all.
Are those 9% of the people that are working at restaurants serving other people Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, if they celebrate it Friday, that still counts.
It still counts, but maybe the way that they worded the survey, it didn't count. So there could be some back and forth on what actually counted this way or that way. So the 9%, I can see people who are working, people who maybe don't have any friends or family. Maybe there's some folks that are loners and dry husk of a heart, don't want to hang out with anyone, just want to live in their van down by the river. I don't know.
They're
But
social media influencers.
social media influencers. What would you do beside, what? Actually, I saw some friends who went and instead of celebrating Thanksgiving, they went to England to go watch a Liverpool soccer game. So maybe there's people like that. Take a vacation instead of doing Thanksgiving. And use the time off from school and work to spend time together, but maybe not around a turkey.
But that's not really a great time to travel if you're not doing Thanksgiving. Like you're picking the highest time of year to be in the airports to get away. Like you're not getting away.
You're not getting away, and I mean the expense and hassle of traveling this week and out of all weeks of the year perhaps does not make up for it in the amount of joy you're getting from that travel. But yeah, it does seem a little weird. You'd think 100% of Americans would do some kind of Turkey Day celebration, but there are those people, I guess, who it's just not their deal. But for sure, for my house and this household, we are definitely Team Thanksgiving.
We're going to be Team Thanksgiving. Yeah, tell it's all over for me. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, I got to get started on these potatoes. I'm going to have them done in time because it's a lot of potatoes to peel. Maybe I can get these boys, although they just keep coming in and out and leaving. I don't know what. It's chaos. This is the chaotic week. This is like the week between Christmas and New Year where nobody knows what time it is. Everyone's tired. We've all eaten too much cheese. I haven't eaten the cheese yet, but I am approaching pretty quickly.
Yeah, and now all the kids are off, and here we are stuck with our computers working.
Yeah, this is just cruel and unusual punishment.
Well, we know the produce industry is working.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the Produce Reporter Week in Review. If you are not getting the Produce Reporter newsletter, you need to go to producebluebook.com and sign up.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Ho, ho, ho. I have one of those.